Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 242. The album that I'll be reviewing today is House of Pain with the second album, same as it ever was, released in 1994. You guys by now should know who they are. They're a hip hop group, LA based group, part of the Soul Assassins collective. Being Cypress Hill, House of Pain, Funk Dubious, and then eventually Psycho Realm later on in life, and then the Hooligans and that kind of thing. And then I did a review on the first album. Definitely check that out. I did that yesterday. I appreciate all the love, support, the likes, and all that. Let's keep that going. You know what I mean? The more we do on that department, the more I do, album reviews and give you guys more content. You know what I mean? So after the success of their first album, um, they were featured on two soundtracks in '93. So you got excuses, about to pour. Yeah, it's about to pour. It's a thunderstorm. But anyways, getting back to the review, they were featured on two soundtracks. One being Judgment Night. They had a song on there, and then also I believe Everlast played a villain on that movie. I still haven't seen that movie. I know it came out in '93, and I'm a movie buff, but it was like one of those things, but that like I've never seen the movie, so like I definitely gotta check it out when I get a chance. And then they had a song called "Who's the Man," which is the pretty much the same name of the movie, "Who's the Man." Dope comedy movie. Produced by I think it was directed by Ted Dam. Recipes to Ted Dam, who was the founder of UMTV Raps, and then Ed Lover and Dr. Dre of UMTV Raps being the main co-stars, and Dennis Leary. He's funny, yeah, he's so funny, mad underrated, man, mad underrated comedian, and yeah, and then that song ended up being on this album, which is crazy. And then in 1994 they dropped this album right here. All right. So the singles of the album, there's four singles. The singles are On Point, Over Their Shit, It Ain't a Crime, and Who's the Man. Those are the singles of the album. All right. Let me show you guys what that album looks like. As you see a man getting punched in the face in a boxing match. Pretty cool. You see a cross, like a green cross, and you got the track listing, pretty cool. And the thing with Danny Boy is like Danny Boy, he does more of the, like the art. He's like in charge of like the whole like the art and shit like that, like the pictures and like the designs and the album covers and things like that. That's why he's not really on the albums like that. You know what I mean? Like he'll always spit a verse here and there. And then honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, like Danny Boy doesn't really do anything for me. It's really like Everlast's show. You know what I'm saying? It's like Everlast with DJ Muggs and DJ Lethal. Honestly, just keep it a buck. You know what I mean? And Danny Boy is like more of the hype man, anyways. So, but he does play a part. But he's just, but this is on the rapping side of things. He just doesn't do anything for me. But it is what it is. I'm not sure if everybody feel that way, but but I don't mind them. It's just this is my little nitpick on that. But that's what the CD looks like. All right, nothing too crazy. Not as cool as the first album with the Irish flag, so that was pretty cool. Alright. Then got the track listing, got Everlast, now he grew his hair, got Danny Boy in the middle, and they got DJ Lethal, you know what I mean? And you got the track listing with the production credits, and got the shout outs, the thank yous and all that good stuff. And then you got pictures right here, pretty cool. Alright, so you know how I get down. And producers in the album is DJ Muggs once again, DJ Lethal, the Baka Boys. The Baka Boys, they're a hip hop duo. They're a producer duo. I believe they're from Bakersfield, California originally, but then they moved to LA later on. They did production for like Kid Frost, Mellow Man Ace, a couple other people and things like that. So yeah, so they were featured on the album, and and they also did production for what's the name of the Psycho Realm, because they did a song called Scandalous, which was on the Mi Vida Loca soundtrack. So, but yeah, me turn that down real quick. Alright, so let's go through the tracks like I usually do. First track is Back from the Dead. Dope way to start the album. Love the beat for that shit. You know what I mean? Pure DJ Muggs, you know, fashion, you know, and the Baka Boys with their help and things like that. In this song, Everlast addresses the rumors of him dying from an overdose, and so you know, he talks about that, you know, and I love the line when he said, "You can't disrespect it. I'm the resurrected, back from the dead just to mess with your head. I stress what I said, but I won't repeat it. If you got cold, starve it. If you got a fever, feed it." Love that. You know what I mean? And I think there was another line where he said, I don't sniff blow. I just smoke and I just smoke weed, smoke blunts, and I drink, and some shit like that. I think it was on that song or another song. But yeah, pretty much addressing that, like, you know, he's a weed head and, you know, he drinks and shit like that. So that was track 1, Back from the Dead. Track 2, I'ma Swing It. Cool track. I wasn't a fan of the beat. But this song is important because this song, Everlast addresses DJ Quick. It was like a response to his song "Can't Fuck with a Nigga" that DJ Quick recorded for Medicine to Society soundtrack of the year prior in '93, and which I did mention yesterday when I did my review for the first album, that he talks about that. And there was a line when Everlast says, "I got a trunk full of funk like the groovy ghoulies. I'm not the man, but I asked you who was he. Quick's got the hairdo just like Ruth Boozy. Running around town like you been to jail, son. But you hit the swap meet to get your hair and nails done. Get off my sack, cause your shit is whack. You diss me and I'ma diss you back." So it's like, oh my god, yes. This is funny, man. But yeah, so pretty much he's addressing DJ Quick on that. So I don't know if DJ Quick ever responded back to that, but you know, it is what I'm pretty sure they're cool now, but you know, it's like early to mid 90s, so I'm pretty sure DJ Quick responded to him back on the Safe and Sound album, but I gotta revisit because I haven't heard that album in years. But yeah, so that was I'ma Swing It. That was track 2. Track 3, All That. It's just an instrumental interlude. Fucking dope beat. But wasted a good beat, in my opinion. It's such a dope fucking beat, man. They wasted a good beat. Track 4, On Point, which was a single of the album, pretty dope joint. I believe it's the second single of the album. That was produced by DJ Lethal. In this song, Everlast takes shots at Mark Wahlberg, aka Marky Mark, aka Mr. Calvin Klein. Back in the day, he said Calvin Klein is no friend of mine, so I don't like Marky Mark or the monarchy. And I thought that's pretty dope. That was a dope track in my opinion. So that was pretty funny. All right, so that was track 4, On Point. Track 5, Running Up On Ya. Love that. Running up on, boom, 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 boom. Yo, love that. And the horns, ooh, love that. That was produced by DJ Muggs. Love that shit. I love the line. It's one of my favorite tracks of the album. Love the line when Everlast says, "I rip out your veins with hooks and chains, just like Pinhead. I used to rock a skinhead, now I gotta fade, cause I'm paid, and the ball is played. Everybody's done it, so Ev can never run it. I started that shit 2 years ago. Your girl still looking good. 5 beers ago. Your girl started looking good 5 beers ago." Yeah, he killed that shit. Love that. That shit goes hard, man. Yeah. So that was track 5, Running Up On Ya. Love that. Love the beat. That should have been a single in my opinion. Over There shit. Love that. Love the beat for that. It's another joint produced by DJ Muggs, and I love the use of the I don't care, I don't care, like the Audio 2 Top Billing sample. Dope use of that. I don't care, I don't care. Love that. That shit goes hard. Another one of my favorite songs of the album. Love that shit. I like the line by Everlast when he says, "Back once again, I never shot no heroin or hit the glass pipe, ass wipe, shot the rumor, I'll kill you like a tumor in your colon. I'll leave your shit all swollen. Get off my dick, cause that's how I'm. Cause that is how I'm rolling. Yeah, love that. So again, he addresses the whole overdose rumor. He never, he just drinks and smokes. That's all he do. So that kind of thing. So that was track 6 over there. Shit, love that. Word is Bond. That was produced by Diamond D. That features Diamond D. And I didn't write any lyrics, but it's a dope track, pretty cool track, very laid back, that kind of thing. Track 8, Keep It Coming. Love that song, one of my favorites as well. Love that joint. I love the horns in that shit too, man. Love the line by Everlast when he says, "Smoking up an L might kill a brain cell. I might as well, but I'm on the highway to hell. Sometimes I feel doomed, totally consumed by an eerie feeling. I hear pigs squealing." Woo! He killed that. Love that, man. Yeah, definitely sound like something that could have been on Black Sunday. That's another thing I've noticed about this album is that a lot of the beats sound that you could tell that DJ Muggs was working on. He was working on Black. He was working between this album and Black Sunday because a lot of the beats sound very similar. Definitely sound like something that could have been on Cypress Hills on Black Sunday, which I got to do a review on one day, but not now. But in the future, eventually. All right. So, but yeah, Keep It Coming. Love that joint. Love the beat for that. Produced by DJ Muggs. Dope shit. Track 9, Interlude. That was produced by DJ Lito. It's just an interlude. Nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? Dope beat. Track 10. Same As It Ever Was. Self-titled track. That was produced by DJ Muggs. I like the line when he says, by Everlast, when he says, "Pass the mic, then I'm gonna tear shit up like a piece of paper. Your girl caught the vapor when I ran the caper." Yeah, he killed that. That was dope. And then you got It Ain't a Crime, track 11. That was produced by DJ Muggs. In this song, he talks about, it pretty much talk about how the dangers of being a stick-up kid, like how, like, pretty much, a stick-up kid, trying to catch the jokes, but catching the jokes, going wrong, that type of thing. Where he talks about, he's been on the run for murder, and I think he ends up getting killed in the element eventually, some things like that. It's a dope track, dope storytelling track, but yeah, that was track 11, It Ain't a Crime. Yeah, that was produced by DJ Muggs. Track 12, Where I'm From, that was produced by DJ Lethal. Dope track. To me, one of the sleeper tracks of the album, in my personal opinion. Yeah, man. I get the beat is dope. I can definitely see it. Definitely the beat for that. I can definitely see that being like on like Funk Doobie's second album, Brothers Doobie. It's another dope album, very slept on album, man. And the beat definitely sounded like something that could have been on that album, man. And it was produced by DJ Lethal, man. So shit is dope, man. So that was track 12, Where I'm From. That shit goes hard. Track 13. Track 13. Still Got a Lot of Love. That was produced by DJ Lethal. That was a pretty okay track. It's just him, showing love to all the people that showed him love, throughout his life and that kind of thing. It was okay. Not kind of like a shout out kind of thing, but yeah, it was alright. It was cool. Track 14, Who's the Man? Another single of the album. Dope track. Like I said, it was also featured on the Who's the Man soundtrack, and it's also featured on this album. So, if anything, this would be like a bonus track, but it's not. It's just featured on the album. It's only right, you know what I mean? And then track 15, On Point, the Lethal Dose remix. Oh my god, I fucking love that song. Dope way to end the album. It's so fucking dark. I love the bass line. I love the horns. The beat just kind of like sound like some shit that you would hear like on a video game, like Super Mario World or some shit from like the early 90s, like a super. You know what I'm saying? It just has like that vibe, like especially the bass line. Doom 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 doom. Yo, that shit is hard, son. I love that. Yeah, I love that. I love that version over the original, but the original's dope. But the Lethal Dose remix is fire. I love that shit. My overall thoughts on this album: very dope album. You know what I mean? Very good album. Definitely one of my favorite albums from House of Pain. Very, very dope. I know a lot of people, a lot of hip hop heads say this is their best album. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? This is a great album. Dope follow up from the first album. It didn't sell very well. I know a lot of people, like the critics, panned this album because of the production, and it wasn't like the first album. You know what I mean? This album was like more aggressive, more dark. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. And like I said, like a lot of the beats, it sounded like you could tell that DJ Monks was working on Black Sunday and this album at the same time, because again, some of the beats sound like something that Cypress Hill would have used on Black Sunday, definitely. And then like looking on Wikipedia, it says it was recorded between September 1992 and to August 1993, which makes sense because again, it doesn't sound like stuff that's from '94. It sounds like it was made in like '93. You know what I mean? So, which is the case with a lot of albums back then. Usually like it would take like 6 to a year to make certain albums. You know what I mean? Or even a couple years, just because of budgets and sample clearances and things like that. So but definitely a dope album, very underrated. It's not an album that I hear people talk about. I mean, the hip hop heads, yes, people love the album, but the House of Pain, the masses, when you think of House of Pain, you don't think of this album. Well, I mean, I would say they don't think about this album. They only think about the first album, Jump Around. And it's more to it than just Jump Around. You know what I mean? You got other dope joints, better songs than Jump Around. But which is unfortunate, you know what I mean? But hey, but you know what? Jump Around is a timeless song. It's a song that you hear in movies, commercials, sporting events, things like that. So, can't go wrong with that. And I know they still get residuals from that. I would hope they do, because that'd be kind of crazy if they don't. But being with Time World Records, they like my man just said, Tommy ain't my motherfucking boy. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Tommy Boy ain't that bullshit, man. You know what I mean? And with the whole De La Soul shit and all that, yeah, sucker shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, very dope album. Album is out of print. I don't know if it's expensive or not, but you should get it for cheap. You know what I mean? It's easy to find. So it is out of print, like I said, but when you go digging, you'll find the album. So, but yeah, House of Pain, same as it ever was, released in 1996. And yes, I will be reviewing the Truth Crush album, Rise Again album. So definitely stay tuned for that. So I still gotta finish writing my notes for that, but yeah, but great album. Let me know what you guys think. All right.